Hello,
Yo, Zero.
how are you doing? I'm just trying to get Vu on here. Just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back.
Okay,
All
we're gonna
right.
have the view interview, maybe.
Yeah. Gotta think of some good questions.
I mean, what can you really ask Vu?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's been into it quite a few times as well, but maybe we can think of something clever. Of course, people in the chat can also spam questions that we might or might not read, and we
Yeah,
might or might not ask.
yeah, maybe the asking about penis size and things like that might get ignored.
Yeah, might be, but you can try anyway.
Diego War asking how are Vu?
Yeah,
Sure, we'll ask him that.
that's a good question.
Lola Grade, I've seen Vu playing for the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's some decent questions in the chat.
I guess, do you want to start copying them to a text file or something? Or are you just gonna scroll?
Who knows? Or maybe I'll just try remembering. We'll see if Vu's available in the first place.
Yeah, he might just dip out and count his money.
Yeah, that's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see. He's been around in the chat though, so that's been nice to see.
Yeah, Silver asking the good question. Ask him how easy does he find the game?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Pope John Wick, ask Vu how he managed to get Gaia drunk before the finals. I don't think Gaia needs any help getting drunk.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need help. Guys need
Keeping
help.
him sober, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not
Hello?
drinking too fast.
Hello, hello?
Yo.
Zero?
Hello?
Hello, Zero.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry, Vu is going to be here in a couple of minutes. He just needs some time to decompress.
All right.
Yep.
Fair enough.
He's just gotta mentally add that money to his checking account. Free up that hard drive space for Doom.
All that stuff. Okay, now I gotta scroll to see the various questions here.
I would just like to give a couple of shout outs for all the people that helped. I think it's only fair that they're recognized.
Go ahead.
Do we have time? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Sure. No problem.
Sorry, I have a bit of a list here, so I just want to make sure everyone's included. First of all, to all the players who entered, thank you so much, as well as the viewers who participated in watching. I want to thank all the admins and the referees. They did an awesome job today. And my list starts with PK and ClanX for servers, Hyper and Bostel for their servers, Snapcase for setting up all the servers for the cup, Ryan H for doing casting, streaming, and all the promotional materials, Mighty for doing the map pans, which I don't know if they were used, but we still have them. Thank you. Naper for the concept, Des for getting in touch with 102 and a bunch of other stuff that he did, Angie and Maverick from ES Reality for helping with the ESR post, Lashaka for the dual bot, which has been used a lot, Mighty for the seeding, and then ZLive, 102, Ben Rhodes, and Dro Vision. So thank you all very much. And finally, a big shout out to the donators who made this cup a lot more interesting. I'm not sure where Vu is. I'm going to go find him for you guys, and I'll be right back.
Sure.
Alright, I think Zero just thanked all 17 CPM players. So, good job.
Oh man. Yeah, plenty of people make things like this possible. Yeah, so yeah, good stuff. Not to mention Zero also doing a lot of work to make this possible. So he didn't thank himself, but I think he deserves it anyway.
Yep, and thanks Antic for the high-res screenshots for the posters.
Oh yeah, about those map pans, I have them set up in my OBS. I could show them right now.
Yeah, I completely forgot about them, honestly.
I mean, how do I find time to make this when I can't predict the schedule to the exact minute?
Yeah.
That's kind of tricky. But we can show them here.
All right, so Vu's on his way.
All right, that's good to know.
Yeah, and see, these are the really sick map pans that Mighty made before the cup that we never used.
And it looks like we do have Vu here. I'm gonna drag him here down on the channel. And there we go. We've got tonight's champion Vu here. So how are you doing?
Hi guys,
Hello.
can you guys hear me?
Hey.
There we go. We can hear you.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, doing good, man. Thanks. How about you?
Well, we're doing fantastic. We got to see some fantastic CPM today, and of course, gonna ask the obvious questions first. So, how does it feel after the victory in an online cup like this?
I wasn't expecting anything else, but yeah, it feels pretty good.
Okay, kind of expected an answer like that. All right, so we had some really good questions asked by the chat here. How do you feel like, who was your hardest opponent in a cup like this? I mean, you already said that you expect to win, but in terms of like, who's gonna be the biggest obstacle?
Myself.
All right.
No. I think actually, I had a rough start. Against Death in the second round, I was down on 3A with like 5 frags on the first 5 minutes, so that was kind of disgruntling. But then I got my shit together and I rolled from there, I guess.
All right. Then also a question: how's your like practice routine? Since you did practice quite a bit before this cup, like you played a lot. Was it like any planned practice, or did you just play for fun?
No, Terrifier asked me to play about a week and a half ago, and I haven't had Quake 3 installed on my computer since God knows how long, maybe like, I don't know, 5 years. So he sent me some files and his config, and I was doing all right against him, so I figured, yeah, I might as well try and see how I do. And then I went from there. So I guess I played for about 10 days, an hour a day or so.
That's pretty decent.
But, yeah, I didn't play that much, but I did play a little bit.
Yeah, I guess we can thank Terrifier then that you played today.
Yeah, I think he regrets it, but yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, like I see Terrifier saying sorry in the chat about it.
Yeah, he's sorry to Gaia.
Yeah. Someone asking about if you're thinking about playing Reflex at all, like compared to CPM, I guess.
I played that last year.
Yeah.
The results were pretty similar, man. But
yeah, I guess
Reflex is pretty much a CPM. It plays very similar. You know, the engine is a little bit different, but it plays very similar to CPM and CPM and Reflex and those kinds of games, man. They're in my blood. Like, I just pick them up like that and I roll with it. So Reflex is fun. CPM is fun. Shit, man. I read on Twitch all these guys talking about which game is better. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun, man. People are going to argue in like 10 years, oh, this game is better than that game. It's so stupid. Like, if you enjoy Reflex, play Reflex. If you enjoy CPM, play CPM. Anyway, that's my take on it. Both are fun games. I think the CPM engine is a little bit, the Quake 3 engine is much better. But gameplay-wise, they're very similar.
All right, I really like your take on it. I also tend to think the same way. Good to have all these games coexisting. I see someone asking about what games do you play now, like, well, other than the occasional Quake Cup like this?
I guess this year I've played, CPM for the last week, and then you know, I don't really have time to play games anymore. I work full time nowadays, like 45 plus hours a week. So when I do have time, I play some Civilization 5. The game's fucking awesome. Um, I guess that's the game I've played most for the last few years. And Civilization 6 is coming out in 2 weeks, so I'll definitely be playing that because that game is just it's gonna be awesome.
All right.
Did
awesome.
you play the new Doom yet? Because you just won a CD key from SyncAir and its software as well.
Oh, Sync Error donated it. Oh, that's
Yeah, he
cool.
donated
Oh, awesome.
a
Thanks,
Doom
Adam.
Steam key to us.
Oh, that's cool. Actually, I bought the game a few days after it came out. You know, because I think I've bought every id Software game for the last 2 decades. No, except Rage. I didn't buy Rage. Uh, but yeah, no, I haven't finished it yet though.
Yeah.
But now I have an extra copy, so I can I don't know, maybe give it away on my stream or whatever.
That sounds
Not
good.
that not that I ever stream, but just something that came up.
Well, what do you think about the upcoming Quake Champions? Speaking of its software games.
I I I no comment really. I haven't looked into it at all. I think I've watched about 5 minutes of Overwatch in my entire life, and the game just doesn't do anything to me. I'm not sure. Quake will be different, of course, because it's Quake. But I looked at a video and that's about it. So it looks cool, but we'll see. Is it gonna get released next year?
I think it's supposed to be next year. Like we're probably gonna get some betas early next year or late this year. Who knows? I don't have any dates on it, but
I'm pretty out of touch, man, with the online gaming scene, to be honest. So I've no idea on any insider info, and I wish I did, but I
yeah.
I hope it's fun, man. I really wish Quake was bigger than it is right now.
Oh, you have we have Christian in the chat asking the serious questions. Vu, can I have the Doom key?
Oh,
Terrifier.
oh yeah, no.
um, then I see also a question: would you play in another CPM tournament?
That depends on my competition. I mean, Gaia is a great player, but I really don't feel playing finals like this. It's not fun for me. It's not fun for him. It's not fun for the specs. I don't think because he can put up a much better show. And if he decides to get drunk, whatever. If you want to get drunk, that's fine, but don't sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there are definitely a few more cups planned. We're going to do the North American version of the challenges, and then I think someone else is working on a few other big tournaments in the coming months.
Yeah, that's cool. The problem is though that I live in a pretty small apartment in Amsterdam, and I don't really have a space for two monitors. And one of my monitors is like a big one that fills my entire desk. So the other monitor, I just have to put it in front of it, and it looks it's pretty annoying to play. So
Yeah.
I'll post a picture later on my setup. It's pretty ridiculous, but
Are you putting a CRT in front of your?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Hell no, I don't have space for that. I have a shit. A few weeks ago, I was in my old house and I saw a Yamaha Vision Master Pro 454,
wow.
and it brought back some memories, man. Shit,
Good stuff.
good old 17-inch CRT.
Someone asking in-game tips like how do you keep your mental composure in a rage-worthy map or a match or a cup?
It helps when you don't lose often. But I raged actually during against Death on CPM 3.8 because I was just missing just tiny shots that should hit normally. You get angry for like 5 seconds, then you reset and you continue. I mean,
Alright.
shit. The game is can be pretty fucking random at times. You should have seen in Painkiller what when we were boot camping and landing and shit, what people were yelling because their game is even more random. So CPM isn't really that bad, to me anyway.
And I guess you don't really get nerves in an online cup after the Painkiller World Tour.
No competition. Shit, I get nervous for any competition, to be honest. Like I play tennis quite a bit. If there's a big point coming up, even in a friendly, I get a little bit nervous because I just want to win it. Just same for this cup. I want to win it. So whenever there's something at stake, you get tense a little bit. But yeah, definitely, it's not as big as the big of tension as the big events. But still, even online cups for me anyway, little tension is taking place. But that's good. It means I'm alive.
All right. Now that you mentioned tennis, there was a question about other activities you do apart from work and occasional video games. If you have time for that.
Yeah, I play tennis. Do some Muay Thai once every week. Um, I I guess I go out with my colleagues and my friends and just hang out. Yeah, that's it, man. Living the dream. Working full time and going to bed, waking up and doing the same thing the next day.
All right, then.
But my job is fun, so that's good.
Ah, yeah, that's always makes it easier. I see NVC has asked this question twice now. When you were preparing for the cup, was your age ever a consideration when deciding on how you would approach the games? Do you think you could or still do perform to the same level as the Painkiller or CPM glory days with enough time?
That's a great question because I thought about that quite a bit last year. When I was watching, I think I was watching QuakeCon, and I saw these, these older, my age players, like 30 years old, Toxic and Cooler, playing at a high level, and I figured I hadn't played Quake in a few years, so I picked up Reflex, and the first week was rough, man, because I hadn't played in a few years, and I thought, shit, I lost it, man. My age, I lost my skill, but then I kept on playing, and I eventually, a few weeks later, I got to my pretty good level. So I don't even, I'm 31, but I don't think there's a big drop in skill. Comes with age. The only drop that's there, that's you don't have time anymore. That's really it.
Okay,
I don't know if I answered your question.
I think that did, kind of.
Okay, yeah. It's just I don't have the time anymore, but skill wise, I don't feel that much difference.
All right. Let's see. Napier, do you have any questions in mind?
Not really. Ovo asked what your favorite frag movie is, other than
CPM
your
done
own.
by Vo0. Used and
Not
abused.
surprising.
Oh wait, that's my own too. Actually, I watched those two movies today to get pumped up because some Ramstein, Mein Herz brennt, get you pumped up. So I watched that like a half an hour before the tournament. Which is YouTube pisses me off because they have copyright issues on that
Yeah.
movie, so I can't fucking watch it on YouTube. It's stupid.
Yeah, you gotta have
Luckily,
it
I
on
have a
your
copy
hard
on
drive.
my. Yeah, I've found it after a while, but yeah. Besides that, what's that? I forgot what the name is. It's old, man. It's from 2004.
Is it Quake 3 or CPMA?
Quake 3.
Is it Annihilation?
Yes,
The classic one?
That's
Yeah.
the one. I love that one, man. When I watched that one, I think after I watched that one, I started working on CFMA done by Vo0. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite movie back in the day, Annihilation. And shit, man, there's so many badass old movies like DDE, DDE2
Yeah.
from Quake
Dag
World.
Def Extreme.
Oh.
Those were awesome as well,
Yeah.
man.
Love that. A lot of people really want to ask the question about T7 in Reflex, THC T7, about it as a map.
What about it?
Do you like it, I guess?
Is that the map that looks like CPM3? I mean, doesn't look like it, but it's kind of.
Yeah, kind of shaped like it.
Dude, I think that's a great map. I really think it's a great map. I've played a lot in it's my favorite map actually in Reflex. So yeah, I like it. It's got a good flow. It's got yeah, just like CPM3, man. CPM3 is timeless. I still think it's the greatest map, one of the greatest maps ever. And fucking Ice DM4 B15 or whatever. I just bump into shit mostly because I don't know it, but there's like these little cuts, like ridges in the walls that you get stuck behind, and CPM3 doesn't have that. It's just a straight map. There's no.
Yeah, you can clip all the corners.
You can clip everything, and there's no like annoying ridges that make you get stuck or something to get you bump your head towards, if that makes sense. So yeah, I wish there more maps like that. But yeah, T7 in Reflex is cool, man. I like it.
All right, cool. I think
I'm not a big fan of the weapon balance in Reflex when I last played it half a year ago. I think they upped the LG, and it was already the strongest weapon, and now it's even stronger. So like, I don't know why they did that.
All right, yeah, they still have plenty of time. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for our questions for today. Do you have anything you wanna tell the viewers or something?
Yeah,
Any
man.
shoutouts?
I wish Andy Galasek Ryder played, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I asked him to play a week ago, but he said he was busy, so that's all cool.
Yeah, he had the Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving or CPM on a Saturday night.
Come on.
Fuck, man, I know what I'd pick.
But we'll be doing the North American version, and I think we're actually going to try and schedule it so that Gela can play for sure.
Yeah, get a Aphelion too.
Yeah, and we'll have Kwong. And maybe Vampire will make an appearance.
Yes, get Vampire, man. He's always fun to watch.
All right, so I'm gonna thank you once again, Vo, for taking your time with these questions and take your time playing the cup. And once again, congratulations for the victory.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you guys for hosting the cup and streaming it. I think you guys did a good job. Turnout was good. Lots of viewers, I think. So that's cool. So yeah, thanks for organizing this event. And let me know of any upcoming tournaments, and I'll see if I can play in them.
All right, and on that note, that's gonna be it for our stream. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and see you regulars on tomorrow for the Quake Live Sunday Cup, 125 FPS. And yeah, thanks again, everyone, and see you later.
Later.
Of loneliness for the ones left standing on the